First item on the agenda is a presentation of a Medal of Valor to Deputy Chief David Demeter, Officer Ronald Olson, and Officer Lou Schreiber. Chief.
Can I ask those three officers to come forward, please? Back in July of 2015, the St. John Police Department responded to an Investigate 911 call. These three officers were the officers that responded. And due to their heroism and the actions that they took that day, they will be receiving the Medal of Valor this evening. And I'm going to read you the narrative on the Valor Award. On July 15th, 2015, Officer Olson responded to a hang-up 911 call at 9680 Industrial Drive, where it was later learned an offender with a gun had committed a homicide. Shortly thereafter, Officer Schreiber and Commander Deputy, well, now he's Deputy Chief, Commander Demeter, arrived to assist in locating the offender. The three officers collaborated, began setting up a perimeter, and started clearing the area. They quickly located the offender outside the front of the business. Officer Olson, Schreiber, and Deputy Chief Demeter started giving the offender verbal commands as the offender pulled out a handgun and threatened to shoot himself. Over the next 42 minutes, officers attempted to use less lethal force to take this offender into custody, which was not successful. They also continued negotiating with the offender in attempts to have him surrender his weapon and himself to the officers. Prior to Officer Olson's arrival, the offender had shot and killed a fellow employee. His intention on killing another individual was prevented by these officers' arrival and the actions they took that day. The offender, who was captured, later pled guilty and was sentenced to 50 years in jail. Each of these officers should be recognized for their negotiation skills and patience. All three officers maintained control and made sure the surrounding area was as safe as it could be during such a dangerous, fluid, and continually evolving situation. These officers didn't hesitate to act that day. They placed their own lives in safety, in harm's way, to protect others.
We have another round of applause